In this video, we're going to go over some common mistakes people make when they're trying to fix their dog from pulling on the leash, and we're going to go over some things that will help fix it. Over the years, I've attended several dog training seminars, which have enabled me to help so many dogs in our daycare and our training program. The results speak for themselves. Everything changed for me when I started going to dog training seminars. I started learning from some of the best, like Michael Ellis, Ivan Balavano, Larry Crone, and Jay Jacks. It totally transformed the way I do training. What started with me just helping my dogs, and now it transformed and developed into helping a whole bunch of dogs in our training program.
Hi, my name's Linda, and this is Luna. She is a 5-year-old Hungarian Vizsla with a whole lot of energy. And prior to going to Doggy Basics, Luna would be pulling on the leash as we're walking. So we spent some time with Julio doing some training, not only for Luna, but for us as well. So that just makes our walks a lot more enjoyable now. So kudos to the Doggy Basics team.
Hi, my name's Ona. This is Kiri. She's 2 years old.
Awesome. What do you think was the most valuable thing you learned?
Definitely learning the foundations so we can apply it to all training.
Now let's talk about some things that you shouldn't be doing. The first one is harnesses. Harnesses are meant for pulling. If you ever seen dogs that pull sleds or bite work, they put them on harnesses for them to pull into it. Even the harnesses that have a contraction on the chest area, the dogs might still pull on it, and what happens is they just end up walking sideways. The second one is halty or gentle leaders. Problem number one is you put it on the dog, and the dog doesn't really like having it on their snout. They start pawing at it, they don't focus on anything else. Once they get used to it, and your dog starts to pull, and the dog's neck goes like this because you hold on to it, it might cause strain on the neck, which can lead to injury. Next is throwing food on the floor. You're going for a walk, the dog is pulling, then suddenly you have to throw food on the floor. You're hoping that the dog's nose becomes engaged and that will stop the pulling. Unfortunately, as soon as the dog sees another dog or a person, they get super excited, they start blowing off the food, and that no longer works. The last one is some people have been told to just stop, put on the brakes when their dog is pulling on the leash. The problem is you're not going to get very far on your walk. A walk that should take 20-25 minutes is suddenly taking 45 minutes just to get down the block. And as soon as the dog sees somebody or sees a dog, they're just going to continue pulling. They don't care if you stop or not. So now that you know what doesn't work, let's talk about what actually works. Number one, adding clarity to your training by adding proper communication. We introduce proper communication with a marker system. So number two, a marker system. Now I'm sure you've heard this word before, marker system. Now let me tell you what exactly a marker system is. A marker system is a verbal cue for your dog when they're doing something good and when they're doing something bad. When they're doing something good, you have your yes, you're good. When they're doing something bad, you're you're no. The marker system allows you to be clear with your dog on when they're doing something good and when they're doing something that they shouldn't be doing. Number three, adding consistency to your training. This is probably the most important thing you can do for your dog. Having your dog do one thing one day and the next another will just add confusion and frustration. Stay consistent. Now you're probably thinking to yourself, oh my God, this is going to take a lot of work. But no, the best part about it, you don't need to spend hours of training as it can all be implemented during your daily routine with your dog. And I get it. I have 2 kids, 2 dogs, run daycare Monday to Friday, and do training on the weekends. Time is precious. What you want to do is implement your training into your everyday life. You want to do it before your walks, after your walks, during your walks, after your pee breaks, before their meals. So many opportunities. Just 2 to 3 minutes every single day for 2 to 3 times a day, and you will see huge improvements.
My name is Stephanie. This is my dog Ellie.
Hi, Ellie.
She's about 3 years old. She's a rescue pot cake that we got when she was about 6 months old. She was very timid, scared. dog reactive, people reactive at the beginning. It was actually a little embarrassing to walk her and take her around the park, our beautiful park here. Then I discovered Julio. It's no longer a problem to walk her. She is not dog reactive or people reactive anymore, and it's a nice relaxing walk now.
Now that you've seen what's possible, if you need help with your dog, click the link below, we'll schedule a call, and we'll talk about how we can get the same results for you. After you click the link, you're going to have a calendar pop up. The calendar is going to ask you to pick a date and time. After you've done that, it's going to send you an email with a Zoom meeting link. The Zoom meeting is with me personally, so I look forward to seeing you there.